Profile of Allama Iqbal. Pen name, Iqbal. Real name, Muhammad Iqbal. Born the 9th of November 1877, Sialkot, Punjab. Died the 21st of April 1938, Lahore, Punjab. Muhammad Iqbal, 1877–1938, a descendant of a Kashmiri Brahmin family that had embraced Islam in the 17th century, was born and settled in Sialkot. After a traditional education in Arabic, Persian, and Urdu, he was exposed to a liberal education that defined the contours of his thought and his poetry during the entire period of his life. Beginning his educational career at the Scottish Mission School, he went on to acquire his M.A. in philosophy before joining Trinity College, and later earning the degree of Bar at Law. He furthered his education by getting the degree of doctorate from Germany on the development of metaphysics in Persia. He worked in different capacities at different points of time. He taught philosophy, practiced law, got involved in politics, and also attended the Second Round Table Conference. Even while he favored the idea of the creation of Pakistan and is venerated there as the national poet, he wrote the famous patriotic song that celebrates the greatness of India. King George V decorated him with knighthood and he was called Sir Muhammad Iqbal thereafter. Iqbal wrote both in Persian and Urdu, and is often regarded as the poet-philosopher of the East who addressed the Muslim Ummah, believed in the philosophy of Wahdat al-Wujud, and propounded the philosophy of Khudi, or selfhood, which called for self-realization and the discovery of the hidden talent with love and perseverance. Beyond that lay the stages of complete submission and forgetfulness which, he thought, was the ultimate stage of Khudi. Iqbal dreamt of the complete man, and also entered into a metaphoric dialogue with the divine. His poetry emerged as a remarkable sight where message and art coalesced, as he reconfigured major poetic devices like metaphor, myth, and symbol to revisit history, philosophy and the Islamic faith to develop his individual vision. He has left behind his collections of poems, Asrar-e Khudi, Rumuz-e Bekhudi, Bang-e Dara, Bal-e Jibril, Payam-e Mashriq, Zabur-e Ajm, Javadnama, Zab-e Kalim, and Armagan-e Hijaz, apart from his lectures collected in English as the reconstruction of religious thought in Islam, and other works on the Eastern worldview. Nations are born in the hearts of poets, they prosper and die in the hands of politicians. My ancestors were Brahmins. They spent their lives in search of God. I am spending my life in search of man. The new world is as yet behind the veil of destiny. In my eyes, however, its dawn has been unveiled. From love's plectrum arises the song of the string of life. Love is the light of life. Love is the fire of life. The great point in Christianity is the search for an independent content for spiritual life which, according to the insights of its founder, could be elevated, not by the forces of a world external to the soul of man, but by the revelation of a new world within his soul. Islam fully agrees with this insight and supplements it by the further insight that the illumination of the new world thus revealed is not something foreign to the world of matter but permeates it through and through. Thus the affirmation of spirit sought by Christianity would come not by the renunciation of external forces which are already permeated by the illumination of spirit, but by a proper adjustment of man's relation to these forces in view of the light received from the world within. The reconstruction of religious thought in Islam. But only a brief moment is granted to the brave, one breath or two, whose wage is the long nights of the grave. Sir Muhammad Iqbal, Allama Iqbal. I am but as the spark that gleams for a moment. His burning candle consumed me, the moth. His wine overwhelmed my goblet. The master of rum transmuted my earth to gold, and set my ashes aflame. Let this be our beautiful departure from stagnation. Let our minds come alive, enter another dimension, go beyond the stars, eagerly struggling to find that which our naked eyes did not know existed. Rise like a falcon born to soar and not be alone but be present amongst others. The poet's nature is all-searching, creator and nourisher of desire. The poet is like the heart in a people's breast. A people without a poet is a mere heap of clay. If the purpose of poetry is the fashioning of men, poetry is likewise the air of prophecy. What is the character and general structure of the universe in which we live? Is there a permanent element in the constitution of this universe? How are we related to it? What place do we occupy in it? And what is the kind of conduct that befits the place we occupy? These questions are common to religion, philosophy, and higher poetry. Sir Muhammad Iqbal, Allama Iqbal.